Okay.
You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Tatyana Billingsley. I am a realtor with Better Homes and Gardens Metro Brokers in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for joining me.
Also a credit specialist as well. No, I didn't add that in there before, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be asking questions about that throughout this video. Definitely. Well, my name is Edward Fox. I'm a digital marketing advertising expert. I own a digital marketing and advertising agency named Fox Emergence. I'm here to serve you. Any questions that you have, I am very much so willing and open to answer these questions to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Okay.
I ain't never going back to court a day of my life. Okay, so alrighty. Like you said before, you're a realtor, you do credit repair. So I believe those are two separate businesses, but one business, the credit repair, can feed into your other business. So those two businesses are what we call symbiotic. They work together.
hmm
So I think that's lit. You already off to a really good start. So now, what are your main marketing questions, or more specifically, your digital marketing questions?
I guess just expanding, making sure that my marketing is in front of the right audience. Um,
Mhm.
and then mainly just being able to expand um, in the best way because I know all marketing isn't good marketing. So I just want to make sure that I am utilizing every, I don't know, just,
Mhm.
I don't
So you
know.
say So you say expansion. Then you say you want to put your marketing in front of the right people. So I would say targeted advertising. But
Mhm.
when you say your marketing, like which purpose? Like, are you trying to drive appointments? Are you trying to get appointments? You're trying to get people to reach out to you about like either becoming a client to list their property with you or becoming a potential client to learn more about credit repair. So we need to see what the different, marketing aspects are and what are the goals.
And I think that's one of my things too because I do both. So I want to make sure that I'm marketing them the best way, because they do intertwine. So I want to
Mhm.
make sure that I'm not putting one out more than the other and that I'm not like confusing my audience.
Mhm.
But so I try to, I try to run them the same, like as far as marketing. I try to like I have one flyer where it says work on your credit now, become a homeowner later. And that's just, a lot of times when people are looking to buy a house, credit is our main factor. So I
Mhm.
usually have a lot of clients that come to me and they want to buy, but they get denied based off credit. So then they become a credit client by just, okay, I need to fix my credit. So then I take them on for that reason. But I want to make sure that I am marketing that in the best way. Another thing is I want to get more listings. So listings does not require credit repair. Doesn't require credit repair because they're just trying to
Mhm.
sell their house, unless they're
Yeah.
trying to sell and then buy. But for the most part, it doesn't require as much as it require for someone that's trying to buy a house. So I want to make sure that I'm marketing. I think right now I'm more so trying to market to get more listings because I've been doing a lot of buying, and I know listings kind of carry your career as a real estate agent. Um, so I want to get more listings, and I think I'm struggling with marketing to people that's looking to buy. It's kind of easier for me to market. I mean, people that's looking to sell. It's kind of easier for me to market to people that's looking to buy because number one, my age and my peers, a lot of people are looking to become homeowners around this time of
Mhm.
our life. So I have that, and then also even people that's a little older. Um, a lot of people are just looking to buy right now. Um,
Mhm.
so I don't know. I just been attracting a lot of buyers clients, but I do want to attract more people that's looking to sell. So
Yes.
yeah, that's what
So
I'm with.
one thing, there's this thing I learned from this book. It's called Blue Ocean Strategy. And the Blue Ocean Strategy, one of the things it talks about is what is the easiest thing for you to do? Like, what's the easiest service for you to provide that gets your clients the best results that you could, give them? So with the listings, tell me more about that. Because see, I have some training in real estate, but I am not to your level. I'm here to learn and
Okay.
teach. I want to learn.
So listings is when you attract clients that's looking to sell versus buy. So when you get a listing, that's you pretty much listing someone's home on the market. So for an example, if you wanted to sell your house and you chose me to be your realtor, your house would be considered my listing. That's kind of what we call it. But it's just basically me marketing your house, getting all of the stuff that you need to sell it together. So like I'll be marketing it, I'll get the photos taken, I'll give you advice on how to stage. Make sure that you get a CMA so that your house can be sold at the top for the top dollar, what it's worth. Yeah, and pretty much just carrying you. So you don't have to necessarily do any work to sell your house. I'll be doing all of the work for you, pretty much.
Hmm. So I'm glad that you just explained all that. Do you have like marketing material that breaks down step by step um, the value of each of those things that you say you would be providing?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make it up. Do you have pencil and paper?
No, do I need to get some?
I think that would be lovely.
Okay. Give me one second.
Or you can use a pen.
Let me get my pen and notebook.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Awesome. Okay, so one of the first things I want you to take a note of is um, showing the value of all the services that you provide when it comes to a person listing their house with you. Like you said, you're going to take pictures of the property, staging. You will be doing basically all the work with marketing the property. Um, you know, like everything you just told me, like the unique selling proposition of a person listing with you versus listing with someone else. And then also, I would say we need more people to see it. So when I say this, I would say use Facebook advertising. Or when we do Facebook advertising, we want to target people that are homeowners.
Mm.
And then your ads, like the actual picture or video, the copywriting, as in the ad headline, the ad call to action. We need that to really speak to the potential homeowner that wants to sell.
Okay, and then you said,
I did say unique selling proposition. Like what differentiates you from, what would be the best thing about working with you rather than working with someone else to list their property? I'm gonna use the words house and property and home interchangeably, but I see all this stuff as money. Because real estate is actually the world's largest asset class, and I think that is something you might want to like put in your marketing as well.
put in that real estate is
The world's largest asset class.
asset clans.
Hmm. Like there's stocks, bonds, um, different things like that. But real estate is like the best asset class, and it's really residential real estate. Most of the world's supposed market value or market cap and all these other words, like most of the money is tied up in residential real estate. People always need a place to stay, different things like that. And also, part of your potential clients could be, landlords. You know, there are potential people that would want to list with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm. So, are you familiar with cold calling?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do, especially when you got the time and the heart for it. But one thing I can say is finding like a list of landlords in your area or area that you would want to work in, and then like cold call them and ask them if they would be open to listing their house with you if they wanted to sell. I think that'd be good. And then also you could build a Facebook group of potential like people that would like to sell in your area. And then I would say in that group you want to teach and talk like all the time about what reasons they need to know for listing with you, and then why right now it's one of the best times. Different things in the market going on, people buying houses, but they know people need to be selling houses, and then they can make some money while this pandemic is going on.
Yeah, and now you know what? Investors, it's a good time to invest right now because it's a seller's market. And what that means is, and I know that because I've been buyer's agent. I've only been in real estate for a year, and I've closed 9 transactions. All of them have been buyers. And
Mhm.
what we've seen over this last year is it's the seller's
Doing a good
market.
job.
Hmm.
So you're doing a good job.
Thank you. But
Well,
meaning that there's not a lot of inventory, so there's more people looking to buy than there is houses to sell. So sellers
mhm.
are kind of winning right now. They can kind of overprice their homes. They really can. I mean, not that they can do anything, but they have more leverage right now because there's so many people looking to buy without enough inventory. So it's a good time for investors to get in, buy and flip.
One of my other friends that was a realtor in Atlanta, she explained to me that it's a seller's market instead of a buyer's market.
Hmm.
Because I thought it was a buyer's market because
There's so
you
many
can go
buyers.
out and pick and choose. Yeah, it'd be a good time to be a buyer, but I guess it is some better time to be a seller. So I'm
Yeah.
so glad that you explained that. So that's another thing you could be teaching them.
Yeah, so it's so many. So I have put out ads, with explaining a few things here and there. But like I said, I just want to get better at it and reach the right audience when I do put
Mhm.
out these types of ads and informational things. Another thing I want to start doing, I want to start doing like a weekly live video.
Mhm.
Just answering any questions anybody have about real estate. I think that'll be good because a lot of people are unaware of what it takes to buy, or most sellers are pretty familiar with the buying process, but they're not familiar with the selling process. So, um, I just kind of want to start doing that. I feel like that would drive more traffic as well.
Oh yeah, and then also before our call, I did a little bit of search and optimization. Well, not search and optimization, but keyword research. Keyword research is good for search and optimization, but I think, like you said, doing these weekly live videos, um, weekly lives would be great. Then have people, like I said before, in a Facebook group or find different questions online, like I did with the keyword research. Is what are the main questions that people have about selling a home? Like you want to check what are people asking Google like day in day out about selling their homes. So I can send that. It's an Excel spreadsheet of like some of the most. It's like 100+ questions or 100+ searches that people look for um, about selling homes or about selling a house, and I think it would be excellent for you to answer some of those questions. It's actually something I was doing a few nights ago. I thought I was going to record 70 videos in one day, but when the first 6 videos are like 20 minutes each, it's kind of hard to be cranking them out. But I did record 12 videos, so that
Okay, you
was.
try to do 70. There you go.
Hmm. But definitely answer people's questions, and that's what we call content marketing. So someone online is going to be looking up how to sell your house fast. If you have a video on YouTube titled "How to Sell Your House Fast in 2020," there's going to be some people watching your video. And
Your
tell me,
YouTube videos go to Google.
Yeah, because it's they're both search engines, and Google owns YouTube. So
Yeah.
when you look up certain things, certain keywords, there's going to be different types of search results that come about. And some research results will be videos. And people also search YouTube without going to Google. People just go to YouTube, go how to, or best way to do this, or this, and that. And you want to be able to pop up when people look for those things.
Right.
Like anything real estate. Well, also I would say pick a niche. If you want to be just the best sellers agent of all time, talk seller agent stuff. Like answer seller agent questions day in, day out. And there's gonna be questions that you're gonna keep answering because people are gonna keep asking these same questions. So there's gonna be a lot of repetition in this.
And it is with buyers too. Buyers are very repetitive.
Mhm.
Because I don't know. It's just I like working with buyers because I like putting people in new homes. It makes people
Mhm.
happy, you know what I'm saying? Most people, this is their first big investment, or they've never been a homeowner, so it's exciting. So I like that feeling. But it's just like I said, listings carry your career. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there because I don't want, to shy away buyers, but
Oh, I would definitely don't do that. I don't want you to turn down any money.
right.
Definitely when it's coming in your field of expertise, definitely. But I would say do content marketing for both. So content marketing as in answering questions that potential sellers could be asking you, and the the questions that potential buyers could be asking. So potential buyers are going to be asking questions from stuff about down payments to which type of loan could they qualify for, different things like the FHA loan, 3.5% down. There's other loans like if they're trying to buy land, what type of land grants could they give them, type of this or that. There's different websites that they can go to I mean, like I'm in real estate as well. Like I don't sell, but I'm like an investor. Like I'm in one of my mom's real estate investment properties right now. So real estate investing is the family business. And that's really where I want to put all my money from the market and stuff because real estate is great. But
Definitely very lucrative.
there's so many different questions that you can answer when it comes to buying properties, and there's probably even more questions you can answer for buying than it is selling. So and that definitely makes sense to me because there's different types of properties that people can buy. I met this one young lady, just beautiful young lady, in Atlanta. She sells commercial real estate. She did over like $10 million in commercial sales in 1 year, and I was like, man, I need to get into this. Um, it's beautiful. Her name was Nicole. She was married though. So, yeah, it's cool. But cool lady.
Yeah,
And then the next
commercial.
one, huh?
Commercial is very good.
Hmm. So I would say there's questions that you could answer people that's looking to buy commercial property. So to go from the single family to answer questions for single family buyers to multifamily buyers to commercial buyers, answering their questions, that'll put you in a different league than someone that's out here trying to hustle and trying to, get listings or like from where you are now. If you put in the work and create the content marketing, uh, just like really putting it out there. Even there's some things on TikTok. If you go on TikTok and make little TikTok videos about different steps to take when buying a house, if people that are gonna see that and they're like, oh, this person's in Atlanta or this person's in Georgia, let me see if they can help me. Let me see if they could show me something that's in their area that I might be interested in. And that's what I was asking you before we start recording. Like, how often do you go to these properties that you're looking to sell? Because, like, video content is everything out here nowadays. People want to see you in the properties. They want to see talking about what it comes with. They want to see the luxury. There's this guy named Big Ben Wegman on Twitter. Have you ever heard of him?
Mm-mm.
All right, well, Ben Wegman is like real big, showing off houses in Texas. People love Ben Wegman on Twitter. And then there's this other guy on YouTube. His name is Chakis. So hold up. I have to send you the page and stuff like that. Fakit's Cruiser. He's a realtor. He works with I can't even see which real estate thing he's with, but he just uploaded a video 24 minutes ago and already has 344 views. That's cool. And he uploaded a video, huh?
I said, yeah, that is.
Yeah, and then one day ago he uploaded a video and has 10,000 views, and the day before that 20,000 views, and the day before that 50,000 videos. And I would say it's because of the quality of his videos and the quality of the houses that he's showing. All of this stuff is like luxury real estate. I'm seeing it in like big areas like Las Vegas. Some of this stuff might be Arizona, but I've also see California. So a lot of this stuff that a lot of his viewers are people that's just like they're like, oh my gosh, in the future I'll be able to afford this. But there's going to be a select few people that's going to be able to call him like, hey, I would like to put in an offer of 2.3 million on this house.
Right.
You want to be the person that people call and say that. Like you want people to be able to call you, hey, I would like to get this under contract. So I would say, like this little gimbal right here, I'll send you my affiliate link to buy that on Amazon. It's $119, but I've walked properties and filmed myself with this. So if you walk a property, let's say you have a friend, let's say a volunteer, they're following you around, filming you. Let's say it's a live video on Instagram. They're following you around, you talking about the kitchen. It's basically a walkthrough that you would do with a potential buyer. You want to do that in front of the camera. Because if you do this on a camera, you upload it to YouTube, there's no limit to how many people can see this in a day or how many people can see it in an hour.
Right.
But when you with one buyer, it's like only one person is able to see this. And that's another reason why I asked you to record this video, because if I only talk to you over the phone, that's a conversation. You can forget something. You might not have been taking all the notes, but since we had this recorded, you can watch this multiple times and we can have this on YouTube and someone else can learn from it. They can learn things that you will be asking and they could be learning from what I'm teaching as well. So we have to utilize these tools, these digital tools to like really grow our reach.
Right.
So Chakis is like you and Chakis, like y'all's the potential people that y'all can work with. It's not only up to the amount of people in your network that you could call or that you could text. Now it's the internet has put you and your expertise in front of nearly everybody that's able to find.
Can I talk? Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
He got some marketing questions. Tell him I say hello. Yeah. So I just think the internet is like a very great tool that we can use. Not only the internet, but social media. And then also for search engines. Search engines are also very, very important. And that's why I mentioned the Google and the YouTube thing. Do you have a website up or are you on your brokerage website?
I have a website through my broker.
Okay.
Like my own website for real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a website through my broker, and then I have a website for my credit business as well. So it's two separate websites.
Two separate websites. Okay, and then also one thing I would say about the real estate website, definitely have a link on there that connects to the credit repair website. So people that come to the real estate website have a little section and say, hey, if you need help building your credit before you apply for a home, click this link right here to book a call. Because
I don't know, I had a hard time with that website because they provide it through our broker. So I don't know. I'm gonna go on there and see if I can add that link because that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I could take a look at it for you and see what it's built with.
So, it's Zap. Have you ever heard of Zap?
Zap?
It's exclusive to Better Homes and Gardens, Metro Brokers, but I'm not sure if I don't know what platform they use. I don't know if it's built, if it's their platform. I'm not sure.
Okay. Look, it is a Zap app. Like it's a real estate CRM. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm not sure if other brokers use it, but yeah. Like I said, I've only been in business for a year, so this is my first broker
Mhm.
I work with. So
Also,
I do want to get my own, like, well, I know you can buy your domain through them as well, so it can just say myname.com versus all of the extra. You know what I'm saying? Because it said
yeah,
my website is like Better Homes and Gardens, Metro Brokers dot Tatyana Billingsley dot something like that. So I do want to do that. I feel like that looks better.
yeah, and then I would say buy that through an outside thing like Namecheap.
Yeah, see, I
So,
know how to buy the domain names though because I did it. I have a beauty business as well, and I bought my domain through them. But I don't know
okay,
how it works with Zap, so I just gotta look into it.
because I'm about to check real quick to see if um, so TatyanaBillingsley.com is available for $8.88 a year on Namecheap.
You said
So that's
$8?
$8.88 a year. And then what you could do is you could have this domain redirect to the to another website. So like a person types this in, let's say this is in your Instagram bio, they press the link and then they don't go to TatyanaBillingsley.com because there's no website there just yet until there is. But they tap that and then they go to your website. That's with your broker. Mhm. So yeah, that's an option as well because you want to be branding the same time that you're marketing because what if you switch brokers? That's an
Right.
option. Yeah, because I also want to ask about your split. What's your split like?
It just went to 70/30 after my sixth transaction.
So you get the 70?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I ain't gonna lie to you, like that whole brokerage and splitting stuff, that's the exact reason why I did not get my license because I already took the 75-hour pre-license course for Georgia, but I didn't take the final test. I ain't about to have nobody on top of me tell me, hey, well, you make money, you gotta give it to me. Like, I don't even want to pay taxes.
I feel that. But yeah, 70/30. Now they got 100% brokerages, but it don't come with as much, like you got to pay for your office space and all that stuff. So
Mhm. I definitely feel that though. It comes with its perks and its pros and cons. But I would say
right.
um, definitely go on Namecheap and get that domain and see if there's something about real estate as well. I'm gonna take. So I see Tatyana Billingsley apartments casa condos bargains construction country estate for sale house land lease mortgage place realty, and the realty is $298 a year, so you can get that later if you want.
That's lit though. You said it's
Mhm.
$298 a year?
Yeah, for the Tatyana Billingsley realty.
That
Yeah.
sounds.
Mhm. And then let me see if they have something for like dot credit or something.
See, my credit business, that domain is it's just my domain.
Mhm.
StunningCreditServices.com.
Okay. Okay, so Tatyana Billingsley credit is $8.48 a year. So that's another option. Because again, back to answering sellers' questions, there's something I learned over time is that if you're able to help your buyer finance the deal, you're gonna, get paid sooner, or just it's just easier because you're helping provide the funding. So if you're helping them, I mean, not if you're helping them raise their credit score to nearly guarantee them getting funded for the deal, it just looks way better for you as the seller. I mean, as the real estate
Realtor.
realtor, yeah. And then also, there's one thing I was thinking in the past, like help people find somebody to buy home insurance from. So I have a home girl slash potential client that I would like you to link up with. Her name is Alexis, and she's in the Atlanta area as well. She has insurance. She's working with Primerica, and they sell insurance, and I think that would be a good connection for y'all as well. So that's one thing I love to do is I like to have my network, my clients, network with other clients and see what they can do to help each other grow and learn and make money together. So what have you have written in your notes so far? Because I think there's still more that we can cover. I don't know what time we want to go to sleep because we already got it started. We got started late.
Yeah, I need to here, just get in the shower and stuff. I've been out all day. But I have the things you told me about marketing, like the ad headlines and call to action, making sure that my ads are speaking to homeowners. Um, I
And
have
that's for selling. That's for the listers. I mean, for the people that you want to get listings from. And
right,
then when you're doing your ads for credit repair, that's going to be different than how you set up the ads for uh, the listings, and then how you set up the ads for the buyers. Like that's going to be different from the others. So you want to have it to be very clear what they're potentially getting from you, and then also, what are we going to say next?
um, how will people benefit from my service? Pretty much, I need to make sure I make sure that I put that out. Um, Also, I wrote that the real estate is the world's largest asset. Um,
Asset class.
Asset class.
Yes, asset class. That's what we call
Potential clients will be landlords. Build a Facebook group for homeowners in Georgia. I could also build a Facebook group for potential buyers.
it.
Who was looking to
And people
buy.
that need to repair too. Like there's Facebook groups of people that want to um another thing. Oh my gosh, the real estate investors, we're open to using like creative funding things. Like when you go into a hard money lender, your credit score needs to be above like 620 or 640. So if you come into these Facebook groups, let's say Atlanta, just really any city, because you can do credit repair online. Like you can pick up credit repair clients online. Um, like, I mean, that's how I go. That's the game right there. But you teach them how raising their credit is going to be valuable to them and their real estate career. You're showing like a really great value proposition for them. So I would say there's this one book. It's called Predictable Prospecting by Mary Lou Tyler and I think Jeremy Donovan. But they talk about doing a SWOT analysis for every product or service that your business offers. So with you selling houses, you should do a SWOT analysis for that: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities. And I don't know what the T is.
SWOT analysis.
Yeah. So the T means threats. Okay. So that makes sense.
You said T means threats.
Yeah. So strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And I think the threats probably is directed at who are your competitors, what are they doing, things like that.
Also, I have keyword research about selling homes and buying homes. I got that wrote down. How do I find that though? Like, how do I know? How do I find keyword research? Like, how do I get into that?
Well, there's different tools. The one tool I used was, it was keywordtool.io. I can text you a link to that.
Okay. Also, I have make videos answering questions. Video content is important. And then linking my credit repair business to my real estate page. That's what I have wrote down so far. Yeah.
And then also, I would say like you said before, keep using the credit repair business to funnel people into, let's say, the real estate buying side. So I would say the credit repair thing is like kind of like a front end offer.
Mm-hmm.
Front end offer. These are more terms that we use in real estate because this is I say front end offer, right? So front end offer for Apple might be the iPhone because after you get the iPhone, that's like $600 something, 700, 800. It's like $1,000 depending on which one you get. So after you get the iPhone, you're probably gonna get the iPad. After you get the iPad, you're probably gonna get the Apple MacBook. Either you get the MacBook Air, the MacBook regular MacBook, or the MacBook Pro. So I have the MacBook Pro here, and I'm going to be getting an iPhone soon. So it's like I started at the end, well, close to the end because they have higher level MacBooks than this, or higher level just the Mac Pro, and that's like $8,000. But what I'm getting at is you want to lead them from one place to the next. So we call it ascending them up your value ladder. So I saw your pricing for your credit card. Like, how much was it again?
$150 initial sign up, and then it's $75 a month after.
Yeah, raise those prices.
Raise them.
Because I say this, anybody that's, like, I know the rewards of credit repair. Like, once things are done correctly, and let's say they get trade lines, or let's just say they increase their limits and lower their utilization. Like I did some stuff back in June. I had like over $14,000 of new credit added to my accounts, just within weeks, and it wasn't nothing too crazy, nothing special, none of that. Just like I just went to these online places like New Coach Direct, something else, and I created an account and I bought some stuff, and I ended up selling the stuff that I bought. So, well, I didn't sell it at a profit, but basically it was just something to do, and now I have higher credit. Like my credit score has jumped. So teaching things like that, it has to have a price on it. Like once you show people the real value of these things, let's say this, I want you to really show people, like there's articles about it, but I want you to show people the math. I mean, because the articles do show the math. There's articles on like Business Insider and other finance places. But if you show the differences in credit score and what your potential interest rate will be, and then how much you will pay for each house. I mean, let's say this. Let's say you have clients in front of you, right? Let's say there's a house for, what's the average home price that you sold?
The highest that I sold was, I think it was like 280 something. And then on average, it's probably like 200,000 on average.
Okay, so in 2019, the average home price or house price in Georgia was around 250, and in Savannah, Georgia was 225. So, I think it's really good that we having this conversation because two things that I know well are digital marketing and real estate. So this is all. But okay, so let's say the average home price, you said 200, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the average home price that you're selling is 200,000. So what's the average credit rating of your potential buyers?
Their credit ratings?
Yes.
It's like in the 500s. I've seen 4s. Very rarely do I see 6s when they come and try to get their credit repaired, but pretty low.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad we're saying this. So, okay. So if you're able to show people that if you have a 560 credit score versus a 620 credit score, you're going to pay $37,000 more on the life of this loan than if you had a 620 credit score. That would mean to somebody, hey, well, it's worth, if you're able to pay me, let's say $2,000 for me to help you repair your credit before you apply for this house. Now, with this, you're able to save $30,000 on the life of your loan. Now it's more worth it, right? That just makes sense to me. Their payment would be lower. Their mortgage payment would be lower. And then also, I believe that credit score actually determines if you have to have PMI. What's the PMI again?
With you said the PMI?
Yeah, like I forgot the term, but there's certain types of insurance that you have to have included in your mortgage payment based on your credit score.
So crazy thing is, I've had 9 closings of buyers. They all paid with cash because I closed them out with a company called Divvy, which is a rent-to-own company.
Oh, what?
That Divvy Homes.
Divvy?
Divvy.
Oh, Divvy. I'm gonna look that up. How do I spell that?
Divvy.
Divvy.
So while I qualify all of my buyers through Divvy, and Divvy pays cash for the houses. So I've had all cash transactions. I have not closed with finances yet, but I do have clients that's planning on closing next year who will be utilizing funding. So
oh, this hard.
I know, the basics of funding, but I have not been knee deep in funding yet because I've had all cash closings. But like I said, I know the basics of funding. I know the credit score requirements. I have a lender on hand. I know, differences between the different loans, so just still kind of getting into that. But I do know that the higher your credit score, the better rates you get. You better interest rates, the better deals, the better loan, the lower your down payment will be. It's really the same with anything though, just like an auto loan. I tell people that all the time. But home ownership is way more, it's way more in debt than an auto loan. Like they're gonna check everything on your report before they give you that, loan. They're not just checking for your score, they're checking for what's actually on your report. So a lot of people get jammed, like they get kind of mixed up with that. They'll have like a 600 or and they'll think, okay, I must be qualified. And I'm just like, well, no, because you have a I don't know, some type of collection on your report, and they'll deny you. So yeah, that's very important as well.
Yeah, so I would say, let's say you have a YouTube channel, right? It's called a YouTube channel. And you have a playlist for each thing that you're clarifying for your potential clients. So let's say Tatyana, well, I'm gonna say this. For me, I'm creating a playlist called Edward Fox Answers Your Digital Marketing Questions. That's the playlist. I have a few videos in that playlist so far. So for you, let's say Tatyana answers your seller questions. Like, what questions do you have about selling your property or listing your property? Like different things like that. You want to provide like the best wisdom, the best information you can give them so they can make sound decisions. So they know before they even talk to you, like this is somebody I want to work with because they're clarifying things for you. So I would say explain it to them like a 6-year-old. Like really like draw it out for them. Because that's important. Like people need to know that they can trust you because you have not only the right information, but you're getting it through to them. And that's what they need. They need somebody that's gonna teach them, and then they can become, a person that trusts you. And that's like really important. Like, because people want to do business with somebody they trust. So I would say have a playlist for each thing, a playlist for the credit repair, a playlist for the buyers, a playlist for the sellers, a playlist about financing, all of that. Like how important is the credit score? There's another thing I heard of a long time ago, but it was like manual underwriting. Like, what's that? Is that a real thing? And basically, from what I saw on the internet, manual underwriting is a person can get the last 2 years of their phone bill or the last 2 years of their credit card payments with so and so company. Like, all right, here you go. I didn't have a job for the last 2 years, but I paid all my bills for the last 2 years. Now give me a loan. Like different things like that. People have questions because they're seeing a lot on the internet. People are being bombarded with information, but now they need real wisdom on what to do with the information. And is it even true? Like, is what they're seeing even true? What is it going to do for them? Um, like, these people really need all the help that you can provide them. So if you're looking at your real estate book and it's teaching you this about what you need to know to be a seller, boom, just go right over into Facebook or Instagram. Like, hey, this is what you need to know as a potential buyer of a home. Like that's really how fast I want you to do it. So I'm about to go on this. I'm about to go in my library. I'm about to get a book out real quick. You've probably seen it before, but I'm gonna get it real quick.
Okay.
All right. So and also make a playlist for your investors as well. And then also talk about different programs like Divi and things like that are making things easier. I would say put this in the playlist about funding, like different ways to get your home purchase funded. So here's a real estate book about investing. Bigger Pockets presents the book on investing in real estate with no and low money down. People want to know, is this true? And if it's true, how can you help me make this a possibility in my life? Like, this is like people really legit want to know this stuff. And then here's another thing: the Complete Idiot's Guide to Buying Foreclosures. This this like you want to know if is this legit? How do I do it? Do I need to talk to you about buying foreclosures? How do I buy a home that's listed as REO? Do you have the connections for me to be able to make this, again, like I said, a reality in my life? Like, I want to get started in real estate investing. What can you teach me? And how can you be the person that helps me make this my real life? And how do you get paid in that process? And here's another thing: the 75-hour Georgia pre-license course. Like the stuff you learn in this book, I mean, this is the one I got from Real Estate Express. And then the stuff that you learn in the professional post-license course. Like all this information, see which parts of it need to be broken down and taught to your potential clients. That's my brother too.
We're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think of so far? And I think we do need to talk more about advertising, but that might have to be another session.
I think you gave me a lot of information. Yeah, and I'm just sitting here thinking.
Yeah, I want you to have ideas, like really I want you to have ideas, and then I want you to really execute on it. Like if you can, if you got a homeboy, a little cousin that want to learn more about social media and making money from it, or learn how to be a real estate investor, they could follow behind you and film you while you're going through your properties and while you're teaching all this stuff. They're able to learn while you teach. Like that would be amazing for them. And then, if they want to learn how to do video editing, something like that, like make it fun and a good experience.
Okay.
You have another question for me? Look, I ain't going to sleep in the next 6 minutes, so I got time for questions.
Hold on.
And also, I think women, or Black women more specifically, Black women in Atlanta are running the real estate game.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that woman I met named Nicole, yeah.
Give me one moment.
Okay. You know.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I don't know what happened. Can you
Yeah, I
hear
can hear
me?
you.
Okay, it was freezing up. It's saying my connection is unstable. It's me. But yeah, I think you gave me a lot of good information. And I definitely want to work with you. So I guess how does your program work?
Well, I have hourly consulting, but I don't think I want to do hourly consulting with you. Because this is more of like a long-term thing. But man, so what do you believe you need help with most? Is it like coaching? Or you need me to stay on you about making sure you get this done, or you need me to keep working with you on what marketing tactics and strategies would be best for you? Because one thing I want to ask is there an application process to be able to work with you?
You said, I'm sorry. You said what education
I
process?
said, is there an application process for people to be able to work with you?
No. I usually just do consultations with people and then we go from there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean, I guess we can, I don't know. I don't know the best way to go about it, but I also have well, like I said, I have a beauty business as well that I'm rebranding and I'll be back open next year. So I like to work on that as well. But that's later on.
Can you say that again for me? Because you went out for a bit.
No, I said I have a beauty business as well that I'm rebranding and that'll be back open next year.
Mhm.
So I know that that's something that I'll be looking to work on as well.
Yeah.
But that's not right now, so not really focused on doing that right now. But I guess what I would like is for us to, like you said, I guess for you to kind of just like stay on top of me about getting things done, making sure that I'm utilizing all of these different methods that you've given me thus far. And just making sure that not that I need someone to just like baby me, but but being that I have a lot going on, making sure that I'm utilizing every avenue that I can, because sometimes it's easy to forget to do certain stuff, so especially when it's like small stuff, but small stuff matters. So it's important to make sure that you stay on top of that stuff. So
Yeah, because I had to make sure this call happened. I know life was happening. I had to
yeah, so yeah, I do we'll talk about that off record, but yeah, I do some I'm in another business venture as well. So I had to take care of that for the last 2 days, and that's why it was kind of hard. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
So
And
yeah.
that's another thing. Your potential investor clients, like they would want to learn how to handle with that business venture that right there. Like, cause there's
Yeah, I know.
probably right here for that sometimes.
So that's why I was telling you I want to get into investing, like buying and flipping, but I don't know. The funding. That's why when you put out that book, I'm like, well, because I did find a company that so-called did no down payment. I mean, no 100% financing, but some of those companies be like scams or it just be so much to it. Real estate investing, it's kind of like, I know real estate, but when you get into real estate investing, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, because let's say this. On the sales side, you have the Sherman Antitrust Act on your side. Like it's supposed to be clear cut this is what you do, this is what you don't do. But on the real estate investing, it's like there's so many different rooms, like margins where you can make errors and it can be very costly. Like they teach you,
Right.
you make money when you buy, not when you sell.
Right. And then
So
being a realtor, you know, I'm just selling someone a house or helping somebody buy a house. But when you get into investing, you got to make sure that you get the right funding, you got to make sure you get the right contractors, you got to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? And like when I was about to do my first deal, my investor, the funding company that I was going to use, they were going to fund up to like, I think 70% of the deal, which was good, but the down payment for that particular deal was like a lot. And I was like, that's why it's kind of harder for people to get into investing, because a lot of people don't have like thousands of dollars laying around. But then you have people that know how to utilize other people's money or get, invested money without, kind of cutting into their own money. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm trying to learn how to do that.
yeah, and I think that would be very, very, very important for you because I know with having a child, like that means you have to leave like a legacy. You got to build something that
Yes.
has some value.
That's just so important for me too. That is so important for me. I want to make sure that, because the way I grew up, my mom definitely took great care of us, but we didn't have a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So she kind of made it work over the years. She went to school. She was a young mom as well, but she made it work over the years. But you know what I'm saying? I was the first person in my family to graduate college and have my own businesses and all of that stuff. So for my daughter, I just want to make sure that she doesn't have to experience any hardships or anything like that. And I already have her own business too. So I started her like a little baby boutique.
I saw it. Really nice.
Yeah, so I started, her name is Kari. So it's called Kari's Closet. So yeah, so I started her own little boutique or whatever. Right now it's moving kind of slow. It's new. People got to get used to the idea. And then me having so much other stuff going on, I don't really have time to market it the way I want. But I just hired my sister as her manager, because I also have her on a casting website. My daughter is very animated, so I want to get her into modeling and stuff like that. But just getting kind of sidetracked. But basically, I said that to say I want to make sure that she knows the importance of having her own business, having her own money, her own assets, her own accounts, all of that stuff. Give me 1 second. All of the stuff that I wasn't taught when I was growing up.
Yeah, the earlier you teach it, the better. Like we did talk about, like real estate is the best asset class, and then the sooner you get started, from what I've been learning, the sooner you get started, the faster you can move into, like, let's say, multifamily real estate, because I wouldn't necessarily tell you to get a single family property to rent it out, like unless you're doing the like unless you're doing like a booming house type of situation.
Yeah.
Like, because like the more doors you can have, the better.
Yeah.
Like the more rooms people, the more
I'm up on game with that though. Like that's why I said I know a lot about real estate. So I kind of know, I feel like I would be a good investor, but I just have to figure out about the funding. That's how I didn't get started. But I know that buying a single family home and renting it out, it doesn't bring you any as much money in the beginning as it does like over time, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like it's not as lucrative as buying and flipping. Or if you're gonna do a single family home, like he said, it'll be a rooming house, Then you got people paying you weekly or even monthly for each of these bedrooms. That's gonna bring you some profit in. But people that's like renting out houses, it's really not that profitable.
Yeah, it's not, because if you're getting paid like $100 or $200 extra a month after expenses and paying for the mortgage and the lights and the water and stuff like that, like there's something else you can do for $100 a month.
Right, it's really not that profitable. That's why I'm like, if I was to buy a house and do a buy a whole, rent it out, I would do a rooming house. A lot of people look for rooming houses in Atlanta, all of the different colleges. College students need rooms. And if you go on the Facebook groups, it's always someone looking for a room. So like that would be profitable. Or buying and flipping. But like I said, I just got to get my funding together. Then once I do that, that's definitely something I want to step into.
And the thing is, like I mentioned before, is you want to build a list. You want to build a list of investors that you can have a relationship with, because one thing in the Facebook groups, there's investors that don't know as much about real estate as you know. You could be selling them like a little online course that of you teaching what you know from this book right here. So I tell you what, I said for me to be a better investor, I need to take the sales course for Georgia if I'm going to be investing in Georgia. Everybody is not going to take that. They're not going to take that step. Right. Some people are going to listen to what they learn on YouTube, and they're going to take that and they're going to run with it. They're going to make them some money. I tell you what, if you take them extra steps, you're going to have an edge, because like they say, you make money when you buy. Right. There's things that you need to know that other people won't know.
You take money to make money.
Like you said before, you need to know about the contractors, understand, you know about material costs and how things are going to go in a slow economy, like how to pivot and all that. So, and then the different things like what if all your tenants aren't paying? Like that's something that my mom was going through right now. She has to, see about an eviction. Like she has to go through that process now.
A lot, right?
So it is a lot. And then the thing is, there's going to be millions of people going through this in the next few months, because people have been out of jobs for months.
Yeah.
Like this stuff about the eviction moratorium, that's about to be up, I believe, in January or maybe even next month. So, and then my mom actually talked to some people at the courthouse, and she says that the eviction moratorium stuff, there's things in place, but the person that could potentially be evicted, they have to ask for that. The court is not going to just say, hey, you can't do that. The person that's being potentially evicted has to ask for that. There's certain paperwork and things that have to be filed. But it looks like, there's going to be a lot of evictions coming out real soon. And that's going to be a place for real estate investors to go in and buy. So I want you to help people in that situation.
That's one reason why I wanted to get into investing, because I'm an agent and I see the market. So I'm like, you know what, I could do this right here and this would be good. But a lot of people that's not already in real estate don't really know. They just know they got some money and they want to flip or they want to buy, or they don't know really what they want to do. They just know they want to buy a house and do something with it, But I wanted to invest before I got into real estate, but I knew I wanted to be an agent. So I really wanted to invest after I've been in the industry for a year now. I really started wanting to invest after that, because like I said, I'm actually able to see how the market is and what will make money and what won't, So that's definitely.
And then with that information right there, that's something else you can sell. I mean, I'm gonna always tell you different ways that you can create more income for yourself. So you're always seeing what can sell. Boom, that means you can create like checklist of what your house needs to be looking like from the outside to the inside, different appliances that make the house look better, different things like that. And then also this divvy thing, you just put me on something. People will be willing to pay thousands of dollars to learn about a service like this. Like, if you could tell me, a real estate investor, that I could find a person and I could make sure, like 100% factual, that I could get my house bought with cash, and that would be worth thousands or tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to any real estate investor that's really getting property and making it look nice and wanting to sell. This divvy thing, like, you just put me up on game. Like, I already have some stuff that I'm potentially going to be selling to other real estate investors. Like, because like I said, I'm in digital marketing. In digital marketing, people teach you to sell information. And I'm into that. Like, I went to college. I went over $32,000 in student loan debt. I'm totally about buying and selling information.
Right.
So that's what we're doing right now. This is a consultation. It's all information until I provide a done for you service. And then also another thing, like I was writing down in my notes, service businesses are basically information businesses. If you go somewhere, if you go to H&R Block to get your taxes done, it's not because you're not able to do your taxes, it's just you may not know how to.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I did my taxes for multiple years with TurboTax or whatever before I ever went to H&R Block. I started doing my taxes the first time when I was 15 years old. So like that stuff is easy to me. So I can charge somebody else and be like, hey, I can do your taxes. I talked to one of my homegirls about this last month, and she was like, what? You used to work at H&R Block? I was like, yeah, I've lived multiple lives. I'm only 24, but like I've been out here for a bit.
Mhm.
But that's an information business. You feel what I'm saying? If you just have to have information and don't have to have like different certifications and stuff like that, then it's an information business. But you, on the other hand, as a realtor, you have went through the training, you got the certification, you got the license. You're at a different level than a lot of these other people are. So I would say definitely join some um, Facebook groups for potential investors. Build a relationship. Build people. You know, people talking about building a buyer's list. Um, you would have a buyer's list. You let them know, hey, you know, I can almost guarantee funding on houses of this price. Boom, that's the Diffie thing. Like, as a real estate agent, you have access to so many keys. Like, I was just on PropStream. You ever heard of PropStream?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm putting you on game. PropStream is a really good tool for real estate investors, right? So you get access to MLS information along with information on vacant properties and a bunch of other stuff. You can find properties of people that was recently divorced. There's so many different things. But I was on PropStream earlier, and there was different things I was looking for, properties in Chatham County and in Fulton County. There's thousands of houses. I think over 6,000 houses in Fulton County are vacant right now.
You said Pop Street?
Prop, like PROP, like property, and then
Mm-hmm.
stream, like
Stream?
stream. Yeah, stream, like stream of water or like you streaming movies. So prop stream. It's like $100 a month. But like it's a very totally it's worth it. Like the first time I got it, I got on there and I found names of cash buyers. I can get their phone numbers. I can like call them up and say, hey, you know, I have a property under contract that I would like you to look at. I could send them an email of Google Docs, not just Google Docs, but Google Drive and look at all the pictures. And I have a Google Doc saying, you know, this is the ARV, this is the rehab amount, this is my wholesale fee. Here's a contract. I want you to sign it and we get this ball rolling. Can you close in 7 to 10 business days? Things like that. So,
You found the properties and the buyers on that site?
oh yes,
You can
yes.
find the properties and the buyers on that website?
Yes, you can.
So you
Like
do
you can find,
wholesaling?
yeah, well, that's one of the things I want to do because the wholesale thing is the thing I kind of learned last. But like I said before, um, real estate investing is my family business. So like I've been hands on with managing properties. Like my mom has had properties that she had me and my brothers go. We was working on them. I was like 6, 7 years old, cleaning up properties. She had us using hammers and stuff. Like, I remember one day me and my little brother was playing in one of her properties, and I like kicked a hole in the wall because I thought I was just run and jump off the wall like a superhero. I was so scared. I thought she was gonna beat me. But I kicked a hole in the sheetrock and just like, oh, we gotta get more sheetrock and then take that out and put another one in. But it just you as a realtor, you are so valuable to the marketplace when you use your information correctly because, like I said before, real estate, especially residential real estate, is the world's largest asset class. You're helping people get access to this, like as you're helping people buy to build their portfolio or buy to just have a home. That's a really big, it's a really big thing. It's really valuable. And then also another thing, you can tell people, teach people to basically the thing of instead of getting a single family home, let's say for at least a year, you buy a quadplex, like a four units. let's say that could be 200, 300 some $1,000. You live in one of the units and you rent out the other units. That's an income producing property for you. So you basically living for free. And with an FHA loan, you have to be living there for at least 1 year. And then you can move out and have another person live there. And then let's say the equity goes up, then you can use a home equity line of credit to go buy another property. So to be able to explain this stuff to people, it puts you on a whole other level. So,
Well, I think you done provided me with some good information. We done gave each other a little sauce. But I was about to say, yeah, I definitely want to work further. I know you said you have this option where we just kind of like follow up. I don't know, but I guess you could just send me like something in writing or something with the options, and then we can go from there.
absolutely. Well, I have your email, I have your phone number, all that. Well, I think this is a great call.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry about all my little distractions in the background. But thank you so much for calling me. And yeah, I definitely look forward to working with you. Definitely.
Absolutely. And then also, send me some referrals, like different people that you think would be very appreciative and be able to use the information that I'm teaching as well.
Definitely. Yeah, just send me like I said, send me that breakdown so that we can keep working. And then also, yeah, I'll definitely refer you. You want me to just send out your Instagram? You have like a website or
I have Instagram, I have a sales funnel, all that good stuff. So,
okay. So just send me all your contact info and I'll definitely set everything out for you.
all right, thanks so much, Tatyana.
Thank
could,
you.
I think when you press end the meeting or end recording, I think it'll stop at the same time. And please send me the link to that recording as well.
How do are they gonna email it to me?
I don't know how it works. Oh, let me Google it.
It says something about
Oh, you go to your I think you could like go to your settings and go to my recorded Zooms.
okay. So I
And
can
click on my
stop it.
recording. Mhm.
Okay, so I'm press